Good morning. It's 6:30, so a little later than normal, but we're gonna do a full day of eating today. So starting with breakfast, I showed you this 2 days ago, so I'll cut through pretty quick. It's right here. Anyways, I'm gonna mix up my pre-workout right now, wake up a little bit, and yeah, I don't work today, so I can just go to the gym. I am going to get a haircut though. Maybe you guys will be the first to see it. Shh. But either way, same exact stack. 1 scoop, half a scoop, mix it in water, add some creatine, chug it, go to the gym. I'll see you there. In the gym, we made it, starting with the machine row. Today I came across $1,000. Don't ask how. It was from stocks. I just made a really good bet. But yeah, I just pulled the trigger on Coachella tickets. So that's kind of fun. We'll be going to Coachella this year. Before that, we have a lot of lifting to do. So we jumped up to 4 plates and 25s on here. We're gonna try it out. I mean, 4 plates felt pretty good, so don't know if you can do it until you do it. I don't know if you can count the last 3 reps as full reps, but that would have been 8.5 if you do count them. That's pretty good. Let's do a couple sets. But yeah, excited for Coachella. Lineup is a lot different than last year. Like different artists or style. But it will be good. Back to today though. Planning to do a full day of eating. So because it's an off Friday, I can actually film everything. Since obviously I'm not going to work. But yeah, it's gonna be, I'm not gonna lie. Usually what I eat is pretty boring. But this is what it looks like basically every single day. I don't even know if I'm not tracking anything right now. The only thing I'm tracking is protein to make sure I hit 200 grams. But I don't know if it's a diet or a bulk. I've kind of been slightly losing weight but maintaining, and I lose weight the more I run. So I'm guessing it's just a maintenance calories right now. And then however many extra calories I expend from working out, that's what I'm losing. I'm trying to just chill a little bit. And then get ready for winter arc, where we shall be bulking in the winter. At least not a crazy trying to gain 50 pounds bulk. Gain 10 to 20. Set number 2. I might only do 2 here today and then do 3 sets of pull downs. Switch it up. I've been doing 3 of this and then 2 sets of pull downs. Yeah, we're just gonna do 2 of these. We're once again doing weighted pull-ups. We're gonna stick with the 1 1/4 because I want to. But again, just like last time, nice and controlled, trying to make sure that my elbow doesn't take over, or my bicep doesn't take over and tweak my elbow. And yeah, do as many as we can with this. This isn't the normal belt either. I didn't see the normal belt anywhere. But a belt is a belt. I might do these shirtless strictly so my shirt doesn't get stretched out and hot like this. I know it doesn't look as bad from the back, but the front is super stretched. Barely 7. We're gonna do 3 sets though. Doing these instead of pull downs because all the pull downs are taken. Well, last weighted set. I'm gonna do another full unweighted set after this. But shirtless somehow. Stretch out my shirt. Yeah, we're gonna do one more weightless. I don't like this belt very much. Last set of pull-ups and unweighted, just body weight. I still feel my elbow a little bit when I'm doing the weighted, so that's why we're gonna do a drop the weight here. But it actually feels really good today. I still feel it when I like twist my arm and twist my hand up like that. But if I keep my hand like this, I should be able to do curls. I'm excited. Feels good enough. Let's do something else. Crazy, we're doing the same exact workout. Low row, a pull-up variation, and mid-back row. Every day, baby. That's all we do. It's light work. These ones I don't think I've gone up in weight very quickly. Again, deceptively heavy. I think I've said that before. Set number 2. Kind of tired today. Yeah, I might be tired because I went and watched the Bills game yesterday, so didn't get back till like 11:30 at night. So I might be missing a little bit of sleep. What is that? Probably 6 hours of sleep? I know why I'm tired, never mind. Anyone else notice that the gym mirrors? There's something about them to where like, you'll look in one mirror and like, damn, I look big. Then you'll look in another mirror and you look small. And then you'll see like, I feel like it's almost the farther away you are from the mirror, the bigger you'll look. It's like one of those like trick rooms in like a carnival. I need one of these mirrors for my house. Boost my ego every time I get home. Let's try some buys. Hopefully I can do them better. Okay, so we're still gonna stick with 35s, but I can twist my arm a little bit more so I can get it a little more supinated. Slow progress. It's weird because I can almost feel like my left bicep isn't firing. What's firing is the forearm. I don't know. Can I focus on it more? I'm gonna do a couple sets and then try to do, hopefully, a preacher curl dip. Last set I'm gonna film of these because they're just boring to watch and they're kind of boring to do. Arms, I like doing tries. Biceps are like my least favorite thing to do. And I know I'm saying that I want to do them, but that's just because I haven't done them in a while. But biceps are definitely my least favorite muscle to train. That and abs. But I feel like a lot of people like training biceps, but a lot of people can agree that abs suck. I'll see you on whatever I decide next. We're doing some cable curls with the easy bar attachment. I'm gonna spam a couple of these sets. They don't feel the best and they don't feel the worst on the elbow. So we're just gonna do a couple lighter sets. This elbow's really getting me down, man. I'll see you guys in the posing room. Back day is done. Got a little bit of a bicep pump, which is a first in a while, which is nice. I can feel like right here on the forearm, I was just digging around while I was standing there. There's a really like sore spot right there. And that's definitely, I'm surprised it's still sore. So I wonder if I actually tore something and it's finally like healing up and like scarring over. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm excited. Don't have to work today. And gonna get a haircut. Anyways, let's check the pump. We are back in our wonderful kitchen. Here is my usual like post-gym meal. I get 1 scoop of protein, 1 scoop of this peanut butter powder, throw it into a mug, Christmas mug. I'm actually almost out of this, so I gotta make a Costco run. It works a lot better with the chocolate, but I got vanilla. So it will switch from this to, sometimes I'll just have some Greek yogurt, but I'm out of Greek yogurt, so this is what I do. But yeah, I put 1 scoop of each into a mug, some sugar-free maple syrup, just a little bit, because the peanut butter powder isn't like that sweet, you know? And then just a little splash of water. And mix it up, and this makes a high protein like peanut butter. But yeah, you mix it up, turns into a nice peanut butter consistency. Then I get, these ones are my favorite, the caramel rice cakes. I've tried the other ones, like people were raving about the chocolate ones, I think like a year ago. And I don't know, I just couldn't get behind it. They just didn't hit, you know? Strictly because these come in 7 packs for some reason. I don't know why rice cakes come in packs of 7. I'll either do 4 or 3 rice cakes. I'm currently on 3 because I used the other 4 in the pack. Quaker, could you just like do 8 and 8 or something? 7 is just, why 7? Maybe 1 for each like day of the week. But who's eating 1? No one's eating 1. Yeah, I just spread this on these, then put some banana on it. And it looks like this. As you see, finished product. This is probably around like 50 carbs, 30 protein, and then pretty low fat. This is around like 200 protein. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah. Have that. And then I have an energy drink. If there's anything I can say, don't be like me when it comes to caffeine. I drink way too much. That's one thing where I'm like, pretty addicted to the caffeine, not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this, and then I think I have to go to the grocery store. I have a haircut at 12. It's 9:30. Got plenty of time. I also forgot, I take a multivitamin D3 and then a allergy med. Usually I also have fish oil, but I ran out of fish oil. It is lunchtime. I'm gonna eat right before my haircut, but this is usually what I do. I get a big bowl. So I usually bulk cook like all my ingredients. I don't like to meal prep because I just don't, but I ingredient prep. So I'll cook all of my meat, a bunch of rice, cut up some vegetables and stuff like that. This week I got a bunch of flank steak, cooked it on the grill. It was 4 pounds. So I divided it into 8, and that's around 50 grams of protein each. I like to get 50 grams of protein per meal. Then threw in some rice. I do 2 servings of rice, so 70 grams of carbs. And then I put them in these little deli containers. These things are awesome. But yeah, so put them in here, throw them in the fridge. Whenever I want to eat something, throw it in the microwave, throw stuff into the bowl, and it looks like this. Dump some shredded lettuce into a bowl. I got my rice and my meat. Usually I do ground beef instead of this flank steak. But the flank steak was cheaper than ground beef, so I'm like, cool. It's a little fattier, but who cares? Pickled red onions, throw some of those in there. Half an avocado. I dice this into cubes like this. Also, you don't need to use a super sharp knife, but, and then you can just go like this and scrape it all out into there. I almost always salt my avocado, so a couple cranks of salt, and then just add salsa of choice. And you take a spoon, get in there, and then just mix it up. Other things I'll do with this bowl, I mean, I basically make everything into a bowl. So you can make like an Asian inspired bowl with like bulgogi. This is a like chipotle bowl. I have done before, instead of rice, you make some diced up potatoes, throw it in there, and then you make it, or put like ketchup, mustard, pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, mix it up, and it basically tastes like a hamburger in a bowl. That's lunch. It's probably around like 70 to 80 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein, and like 15 to 20 grams of fat. Easy. And sometimes I'll have some diet soda. So this is Diet Sprite. I stick to Diet Sprite and Diet A&W because they don't have caffeine, and I have too much caffeine in general. Or recently I've been having like the poppies. They're like prebiotic sodas. I don't think there's enough in there, but still taste good, and they're lower calorie. But yeah, any lower calorie drink and big bowl of food. And look how much food this is for like not that many calories. And it's super easy to adjust this because you can like add more meat, add more avocado if you want, more fats, less, add more rice, add less rice. I just like making bowls. We're back. Haircut done. Just a little like maintenance cut. Basically like trim it up so it doesn't stab me in the eyes when I'm surfing, and then clean up the sides a little bit. But we got a snack going right now. Sprite. Here's some frozen pineapple that I just throw into the microwave for like 45 seconds to thaw out. And then these Trader Joe's chili lime flavored pork rinds. They're great macros, like 4 fat, 9 protein per serving, 6 servings per thing. So I'm just gonna munch on some of these, and then I'll probably go surfing. You just snack on as much fruit as possible. I'll throw in an apple here or there. But yeah, just don't snack on like candy. They should be good. So I have decided to go on a run. Plan right now is to run an easy 4. We're down by the bay. Boom, boom. And yeah, just get some sun, run around, burn off some of these calories. Mile number 1. I'm running straight into the wind. This is tough. But that means on the way back, I got the wind in my back. So I'll keep you updated. Number 2. That was my 4. That was harder than 4s usually, but we got it done. The thing with running is like you have to keep doing it. And like I said in my videos, I've been surfing more than running. So it shows. It's also hotter today, but that shouldn't make that big of a difference. I just got to get back on running, get back on track. I'll see you at home. I never said that the meals would be interesting, but basically the same exact meal as lunch, just with chicken instead of beef. So probably the same macros. And then instead of shredded iceberg, I did shredded romaine. This is typically what I eat, just a bunch of bowls. And yeah, one more meal, and that is basically it. So I'll show you that, and then I'll see you then. Final meal of the day, oatmeal with all this stuff in it. I'm gonna mix it all up and then show you after. Here's the finished product. Just throw some mixed frozen berries in there. But yeah, that concludes the full day of eating. This has probably like 30 grams of protein, 80 grams of carbs, and little to no fat. That's about it. Thanks for watching. And if you have any suggestions on different food to try, let me know. Peace.